Hi, Karate, how are you?
Karate lad, karate chop.
So yes, it's Friday evening here in the UK, and it's exactly 9 o'clock.
Boom.
So yes, I'm right on time.
Makes a
for a change. I was just about to say the same thing.
It makes a change. According to this, nobody watching.
Well, it says one here, and it's Karate. It says hello, but on the StreamYard thing, it says none. So, oh, it's you, is it? So, the ad's still playing on here.
Not here, it's got off already.
Mine has now. You've got to watch ads, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, Mr. P. Right. Hi, Johnny, how are you?
Johnny 5 is alive!
Yeah, Chris, think what time did you get back? About 7:30?
Well,
they were hoping to go out on the drone, but unfortunately, I don't know whether it's probably been same everywhere by the sounds of it. It's been absolutely chucking it down here. So it went out with the Osmo Pocket with a new guy that's part of the Yorkshire Drone Seekers. So Johnny 5 is cream crackered. Yeah, Pixie's he's a bit samer. I mean, we're up at 7:30 this morning. It's all right. If sorry about the I'm altering the angle of the camera. So yeah, obviously droning were out of the question. So he says, well, I've arranged to meet this guy. It's part of the Yorkshire Drone Seekers because he's got. Are you going already, Karate? I did say hello when you first came in.
See you part-timer.
So yeah, so he messaged this guy and he says, well, I can still like do a bit of filming on the Osmo Pocket and whatever, and so that's basically what he did. So
he weeded down all day, did it? I hope he flushed toilet.
But Mr. P is out of his mind. That is not new.
I've got to have a mind to be out of it in the first place, Karate. You should know that.
So yeah, you know, we went. I forget what it's called now. Lancet Wood or something, about 30 minutes away, I think he says.
Yeah, Lancet Wood. We went to I forgot what it's called now. Broomhead Reservoir first.
Yeah.
Then Lancet Wood. The wood is next to the reservoir. It's got a long stream and a bridge and everything.
Where's it?
It's quite a bit of a walk to the reservoir.
Is it classed as Yorkshire then still?
Yeah, still Sheffield.
Yeah.
Still Sheffield.
Oh, okay. It's all right. I hadn't got a clue where he'd gone. I knew it was called Lancet Wood or something, but I didn't know.
Stannington. That helps anybody?
No. I don't even know where Stannington is. It's all right. I'm still finding my feet, and with how long we lived here, nearly 6 years. Back here 6 years. But yeah. Hi, Ruby. How are you?
Ruby.
Your Kevin was asking about you the other night. Said he hadn't seen you lately. So
He'll be knowing gigoloing tonight.
yeah, he'd probably not be until a lot later. I think it was about 11:15 last week, weren't it, when he came in? Yeah. But he did.
She's a piece of pocket thing from Peterson.
Oh, Pixie, my Kevin. Yes, he was asking about you, Ruby, asking if I'd seen you lately, and I says she pops in occasionally, you know.
Yeah, she's not a regular.
Yeah, of course she is. But I says, you know, for about a week or so, I hadn't seen anything of you. So I did. So if he does come in later, I'll tell him you've been in, and so. But he was asking about you. So yeah, Chris has been out.
Pocketed.
Yeah, with the Osmo Pocket, because it's absolutely been chucking it down here. So obviously couldn't send the drone up.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I said it started drizzling, but we were walking to Lansett Wood, and then by the time I'd left drawing, boom. By the time I got back, rain had stopped, wind had stopped, and the sun had come out.
typical, innit? Mr. P needs ruby slippers so we can go back to the land of Oz. So yeah, I mean, I set this stream up earlier on. You know, I sort of did the thumbnail and everything this morning, and you know, just to remind everybody that I was going live at 9 o'clock. So you know, but I mean, like, I've started going live in the evenings now, Ruby. Still the same Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but in the evenings now. So I've had quite a good response to it. Yeah, I'm feeling in myself a lot better, but I've been having trouble with my knee. And then I've had a phone call today because I went for my flu jab, my B12 injection, and she took some bloods while I were at the doctor's last week. And then got a phone call this morning. The doctor's asked me to do some more blood tests. And basically, it's what I call my yearly MOT. Like once a year, because of the medication and everything I'm on, she likes to do a blood count, liver function test, kidney function test. You know, it's what I call my MOT, just to make sure that everything's working correctly. So yeah, so I've got that to look forward to next Thursday. I've still got the brewers from when she did the blood test last Friday. So that,
not from when I whacked you up, because I didn't.
No, so yeah, I've still got the bruise look from when I had a blood test last week there, and it's still not gone yet. So so yeah, that bruise ain't gone. I'm hoping by the time I go next Thursday that bruise is gone and we can start afresh with a new bruise. Because our bruise ever so easy when what's the plans for the next cooking video? I'm hoping to do some muffins, raspberry and lemon muffins. Just something simple. I've got one that's a well, not complicated, but it's a Rolo. If you know what a Rolo is in the USA, like a little chocolate thing, but it's like a no-bake Rolo cheesecake, something like that. So yeah, I've got quite a few sort of like muffin type recipes downloaded. I've got 1 or 2 cheesecake type of things downloaded. Hi Kawaii, how are you?
Hello Kawaii, woo.
So yes, I've got quite a few in the pipeline, but I think the one that I'm going to be probably doing over the weekend is the raspberry and lemon muffins. Oh, I'm buffering. I don't know about you.
No, I'm not buffering.
No, I am.
Just refresh it. Just
I am. So yeah, same as I say, I didn't know whether you guys in the USA have seen Rolos or you've got Rolos, but Yeah. Rolo, referring to the Roll Star candy, is a brand of truncated cone shape with a carrot. Yeah, that's the Rolo. Yeah.
Bobby,
what?
You got to say hello, Kieran.
Hiya, Kieran. How are you?
He's watching.
Oh, Kieran, that's the guy that.
He's in the background.
All right. Come in and say hello, Kieran. We don't bite.
Not much.
This manufactured in the United Kingdom by Macintoshes. I bet Karate Joe's been Googling.
I bet yeah.
but yeah, it's a Rolo cheesecake. And actually, funny thing is, a friend of Chris's sent him the recipe on Messenger. And he sent it to me, and I says, I've already got that one downloaded. I says, that's sort of one of the future, vlogs. I says, so I'm sort of, I'm one in front of you there. I says, because I've already got it downloaded. Because now, before I used to print everything out, but now I just add it to my own screen on my phone, and it's a lot easier to, it's a lot easier if I've got them downloaded on my phone. And then if I sort of want to revisit or, make it again, I've got it on my phone. So yeah, but, no, it's just Google a Rolo, Ruby. Hey, we've got Baz in.
Baz and Rudy.
It says good evening, Jeanette, and him in the corner. Baz, explain to Ruby what a Rolo is. She says she don't know what a Rolo is.
And it's not rolling down the hill.
It's an English. Well, it's not candy. It's a chocolate, actually. But I mean, just read what Karate's put. That's more or less what it is. Yeah, it's got caramel in the middle, covered in chocolate. I mean, I don't know how to explain a Rolo. 3 to 8 ounce packages, cream cheese at room temperature. Well, you see, we don't work in cups, Karate. We're talking, either grams or ounces or. But there you go, Ruby. I mean, Karate Joe's put in the. We've got Bella as well.
Bella, Rudy.
It's all right. We're just trying to explain to Ruby what a Rolo is, because that's sort of one of my future vlogs. It's a Rolo cheesecake.
He wants to get a red.
Yeah, I'm just sorting it out.
I don't, because I can't boot him then. Oh, we got Random Life and a load of penguins. It's a penguin day.
Yeah, we've got George is in as well.
Georgie.
Random coming.
Oh, you're coming on, Random. Gail.
Gail in tear.
It's Random Life Productions, penguin day.
Oh.
Oh, my
Gail. It must be this. It must be lagging, because.
Do you know?
So yeah, I mean, the one that I'm probably going to be doing over the weekend is raspberry and lemon muffins. Simple enough. But we're just talking about a no-bake Rolo cheesecake or something. She follows me everywhere. I can't get rid of her. So, and Keith will be out with his domino buddies.
Oh, she's sitting here to watch, she said.
Okie dokie then. But yeah.
Everywhere. Yeah, Ruby. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go, Ruby. Just click on that, and that'll explain everything.
Hopefully it's a Rolo and not something else.
It does say like origins of the Rolo. So yeah. I suppose it's is it similar to a Reese's? I don't know. I mean, Gail might sort of, you know, explain it. Is it like a Reese's? You know, do they have Rolos in America? You know what I mean? You know, the well-travelled Miss Random Life. But yeah, it's like a Rolo-based cheesecake. Hi, Amjad. How are you? It's all right. We're just talking about Rolos, Amjad. Because somebody asked me what my next baking vlog's going to be, and I says one sort of probably next week sometime. It's going to be a lemon drizzle. You know, like the one for next week. It's probably going to be
Toblerone.
No.
Yes.
That's a bit further down.
That's next week.
Putting me off my stride now, like a no-bake Rolo cheesecake. So, oh, McDonald's have Rolo McFlurry. So, we're sort of trying to explain to Ruby what a Rolo is. So yeah, you know, I mean.
So he's got a Coke ready to start his giggles.
So yeah, you know, I mean, to me, it's a chocolate with caramel inside it. You know what I mean? It says lemon drizzle next week. I'll book my train ticket. So yeah, but you know, same as I say, a roll is like a small version of Reese's. A Rolo is like a small version of a Reese's Pieces with a caramel instead of peanut. Well, yeah, same as I say. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't. I've never had one of these Reese's, but I've seen them advertised, and I think they sell them in Asda now. But I've never actually tried one. So I don't actually know what they're like, but I just thought it was something similar to that. Because, you know, these, like, sharing pouches, what they do right now, you know, like a bigger, like a bag, sharing bag or something. I've seen them in Asda. So, yeah. But, you know, same as I say, I've never actually tried any. So I don't know what they taste like or anything, but I will just try to. I don't watch many of your videos since I've been vegan. It's a form of mental cruelty. So, well, what got us onto the subject is I've downloaded a Rolo cheesecake, and we're trying to explain to Ruby what a Rolo is because she'd never heard of a Rolo. So, but Pixie, what were you watching on Netflix yesterday?
I forgot what it's called now.
So yeah, I mean, so as I say, I'm always on the lookout for different.
Hi. Say hi. Thanks for making me hungry.
Hi, Kieran. So yeah, you know, I mean,
I'm just looking for one lad or what. I forgot what it's called.
Bella says, "I dare you to try and make a vegan cake." I could do, Bella.
I'll eat it anyway. Oh, that was it. Glitch. That's what I want, Kieran.
No, that was Amjad that asked you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Amjad, he says something about glitch. Don't ask me what he's talking about because I don't know.
Series.
So, Pingu drizzle pie. Oh dear. Well, you see what it is. Oh, it says I'm live now.
Hey.
What makes me laugh, it informs you that you're live. Can't use butter or eggs. But you see, you'll be surprised, Bella, how many cakes use oil. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. They've got a vegan Victoria sponge, vegan chocolate sponge, vegan.
Can't have oil.
Eh?
Can't have oil.
Well, I'm just going. It says vegan cake recipes. Let's have a look. Just as a matter of interest.
Penguin baked biscuit cheesecake.
Right, vegan sponge cake, easy vegan chocolate cake. It's free from dairy, eggs, wheat, and nuts. This is a chocolate, easy vegan chocolate cake.
Don't let him in. He were here before you.
It says a little dairy-free sunflower spread for greasing. 1 large ripe avocado. 300 grams of light muscovado sugar. 350 grams of gluten-free plain flour. 50 grams of good quality cocoa powder. A teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. 2 teaspoons of gluten-free baking powder, 400 mils of unsweetened soya milk, and 150, but this has got vegetable oil in.
As I say, lemon meringue cheesecake. Mr. P uses motor oil for his hair. Well, I got no hair, so how can I have motor oil on it?
So it says here vegan brownies, vegan carrot cake, vegan lemon cake, vegan chocolate cake. Yeah. Chopped cherry fudge tart with cherry sorbet. Oh, they even do a vegan Christmas cake here as well. And it says substitute eggs for chia seeds in this vegan take on traditional Christmas cake. There you go. It's a case of knowing where to look, Bella.
Better just eat the full fat cake bird.
The giant butts cheesecakes look lovely the other day. I might make it one. Well, basically, Amjad, it's just a biscuit base, your normal cheesecake filling, you know, cream cheese, and icing sugar, and then you just top it with buttons. Easy enough to make. But yeah, I mean, you know, I could look in. I mean, that's just like quickly looking on my phone, so I could look into it more, you know, more deeply, let's just say, and you know. But yeah, I mean, it's like I got asked, I forget where it was. Somebody asked me, do you do like one that don't use sugar because they were diabetic? So I says, well, you know, I says, leave it with me. I'll look into it. So, you know, you know, it's a case of I'm open to, you know, suggestions and whatever. Like Bella's asked a day to do a vegan cake. This person wanted to know if I did any, you know, aim towards diabetics. So I says, well, leave it with me. I'll look into it. I will, you know, what I do is I research it. I'm like Bella. I research everything before I, cook anything. So basically, so yeah, so I mean, and if I do make it, I'll run it past you first anyway and see what you think anyway. Be careful of those sugar subs. They are worse for you than sugar. So, yeah, I mean, if there's one thing I do, and that is I do my research. So,
Google is their best friend.
Yeah. I'm always on Google.
Google alert.
So yeah, I and if somebody says, well, I'm diabetic, could you make something that I could make? I'm like that. I'm open to all suggestions. You know what I mean? Because same as I said to Chris the other day, not everybody can eat like sugar. Like me, my brother-in-law or my ex-brother-in-law, he's a celiac. So obviously everything that he has got to be wheat-free. So it's things like that you have to take into consideration, that there are people out there that are. Oh, we've got Keith in.
I don't like domino in.
Ah, Robert. So yeah, I mean, same as I say, I mean, that's only an instance. Is my ex-brother-in-law, Brit, is a celiac, which means he has a wheat intolerance. My sister used to have to bake all his bread, his cobs, and if she made any dessert or if she made any cakes or whatever, she had to use this special flour. It says, yeah, still playing dominoes.
Pizzas, folks, new Cheez-Its. Pizzas look like giant Cheez-Its. That's what Ricky sent me. Stuffed Cheez-Its.
What did you say? Can I have a cake with vodka, Foster's, whiskey and lemon drizzle? No. Easy answer to that. No.
I think he should go live and sit next to the 88-year-old.
Yeah, that's having a designer vagina. He said he was going to put his phone on.
Yeah, come on, Keith. I dare you. Double dare you.
So yeah, I mean, same as I say, I'm always open to suggestions. If somebody asks me, can you make this or can you make that? Yeah. Can I get a pie thrown in Mr. P's face?
I'm not going to shove Muffy now. I started to laugh.
Keith says, Chris, any chance of Liverpool tickets? I don't think so at this short notice. So
sold out.
But yeah, same as I say, I don't just same as I say, I'm open to suggestions. If anybody's got a special diet or whatever, I'm always open to suggestions as regard. Vicky says hello. Is that a name?
Hello, Vicky.
Hiya, Vicky.
How do?
Hiya, Thomas. How are you?
He's got all shy now.
Yeah, and where's Vicky from Sheffield? Who's Vicky?
Who's Vicky? Who's Vicky from Sheffield?
I don't know. Yeah, Ruby's been in a bit earlier on, and I says to her, Keith, your Kevin were asking about you. So yeah. So I don't know whether she's still watching or whether she's. Now that ain't nice, karate.
What's it put now?
Make a cake full of laxatives for Mr. P.
Well, be good. That's I don't mind that one.
Yeah, so who was this Vicky from Sheffield then?
Probably that 88-year-old.
Oh, we are Vicky. That's Mickey, innit?
Huh?
It says, "Oh, Vicky, she's so fine. She's so fine. She blows my mind." That's Mickey, innit?
Yeah. That's what I like to say.
I says, "Who's Vicky?" By the way, I have no idea. That's what we wanted to know, Thomas. Cause
Oh, it's lady massage woman.
oh, oh dear. Keith's learning cat out at bag now.
Sticky Vicky.
But yeah. So she's does she live in Cleethorpes or is she just originally from Sheffield then? You know, does she originate from Sheffield? Oh, I've got talking about sticky. I've got my eyes are sticky again.
Not me. Not guilty.
Lives in Cleethorpes now, but she's from Sheffield.
Oh, what area in Sheffield? Ask her.
So not the ping pong ball, Vicky. Thomas. Oh dear. This goes back to last Friday's conversation of a designer vagina, if you're wondering.
Random's gone home, not grumpy old kid.
So we thought that Vicky was the, you know, the designer vagina lady.
Vicky.
Oh dear. You'll be surprised at conversation we had last week, Gail.
Well, grass donkey.
Oh dear, we had a right laugh last Friday. We never stopped laughing. Why born then to Stocksbridge?
What?
No.
Yeah, she used to live at Wyburn and then she went to
Stockbridge, yeah, and then moved to Cleethorpes. I've got it now.
She got out at the slum and went to Rich Park.
Peppermint Hippo. That's a thing. Rhino, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's that lap dancing thing.
Chris, I'm not going to shut up laughing, Lol. I'm starting laughing now.
Peppermint Rhino, isn't it?
I thought that was a strip club.
Eagle VP talking vajazzles with his old girls. Well, funny thing is, Gail, this woman that wants to design a vagina is actually 88 years old. So we were saying last week. So, you know, when I says, well, what on earth does an 88-year-old want with a designer vagina? Because I had to Google it because I didn't know what... No, Thomas, you in the bad books and getting me into trouble. You know what I mean? Because I had to Google it because I didn't even know what a designer vagina was. And it's like vaginal rejuvenation is the posh word for it. Let's just say. For women of a certain age that have had children and it's gone a little bit south, let's just say. So, but it's a bit out my price range. So, I mean, that's out the window for me anyway. Because I did Google it.
She wants to be a porn star.
Because Keith come in and he were on about it, and I says, "What on earth did design a vagina, Keith?" And he says, "I don't know." So I says, "I tell you what," I says, "I'll Google it."
You missed it all last week.
Yeah, you missed the right laugh. I mean, normally I'd only go on a couple of hours, but I were yakking on for 3 hours last Friday. All the girls are watching with me. Hi, Keith's girls.
Hello, ladies.
So just keep your eye on that Eagle VP.
Hey, Lucy looks so.
Hi, Lucy. How are you? It's all right. You've just missed the designer vagina again, Lucy. Because Keith's out dominoing. They all say aye. So yeah, you know, we had a right laugh last Friday night. Keith kept saying he couldn't stop laughing. Amjad couldn't stop laughing. I was wiping my eyes all night long because I couldn't stop laughing. So yeah, you know, we've sorted that one out. What a designer vagina is. So I only improve the bits I can see, and I'm not a contortionist. I can't see mine. But yeah, you know, same as I said last week, Bella. I says, you know, I'm not all that fussed about it. You know, we're talking about there's a non-surgical procedure and there's a surgical procedure. Now, what it entails, I don't know, but we're talking it, you know, a starting price of about 600 quid. So yeah, you know, it's a bit at our price range, and I'm not all that fussed anyway. I'm thankful for what I've got. Thank you very much. So, you know, but I suppose, like, you know, these reality TV stars and whatever, and I don't know who has it done, you know what I mean? But it's not for your sort of average Joe blogs, let's just say. Sylvia says hello. That's the lady, I think, isn't it? Hi, Sylvia. So yeah. Hi, Pat, as well. Oh dear. No, that's not the lady. Oh, sorry, Sylvia.
Oh, so it's calling Sylvia, not a lady.
Who's not here, Pat? Or the lady? Oh, but she says I'm too scared to have the face tweet, let alone my bits. Oh, they're all ladies. That's it. And Bella, Beauty on a Budget's just said, you know, she's not having nothing tweaked that she can't see. So I'm sort of am with Bella on that one. So she says, Sylvia says, hi, Chris.
Oh, hello.
But oh, Pat's in bed. Is she not very well?
Oh, dear.
But yeah, you know, I mean, a lot of it in that respect, it's just cosmetic, isn't it, really? You know, let's face it, that sort of procedure is just cosmetic, you know, and it's for the rich and famous, let's just say. So Keith decides to have a group hug. Oh dear me. But yeah, you know, it's one of these things where you've got to be well off if you really want it doing. So just as well I can't see my horse.
What's about Vicky's daughter, Mr. Pigs? What?
dear.
Why am I getting Vicky's daughter?
Yeah, and Amjad, he did this last week. He kept saying, sausage surprise, sausage surprise.
And then meow.
I'll send you an invite.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I'll put the link in, Keith. And then you just click on that. Because I don't know your
email address.
Yeah. So there you go, Keith. That's the link.
I want to have a look at all these ladies.
Bella says, who the heck is Sticky Vicky?
Don't forget to check.
Yeah, I'm going to do. Here.
Do you want a coffee?
No, I'm just putting it over there.
Yeah, but do you want one?
Yeah, you can do.
No, that's what I'm asking. Don't forget to check.
Lucy says, I prefer a cup of tea and a full night's sleep to anything. I'm with you on that one, Vicky. Vicky, I've got Vicky on brain. Lucy, sorry. I'm calling Lucy Vicky now. So yeah, I'm calling Lucy Vicky. Yeah, he's not there yet. Hey, we've got Crimson in. Hey. So yeah, but Bella, Vicky can only do things with a ping pong ball you can only dream of. Oh, right. Well, at least there's one thing, Lucy. When you come to my live stream, you don't get ignored. So, I think he's gone. He answered out for ages. It's all right. I'm just going to check. No, he's not in yet. So, she says, ha, ha, ha. It's all right. She's having a rant about going in somebody's stream and getting ignored. So, yeah, that's one thing that peeves me off as well. I would be more impressed if it was a bowling ball. We don't even know who this Vicky is. I mean, am I on the slow train or what? You know what I mean? Who's this Vicky? So, yeah. Oh, she used to be a popular stripper in Benidorm. That's who Sticky Vicky is. Now we know. Because, see, I never watched Benidorm, you see. So, I was totally in the dark about who Sticky Vicky was. So thanks for clearing that up anyway, Lucy, because I hadn't. Hiya, Carla, how are you? I hadn't got a clue what you were talking about. And that's what that's why I said, who the heck's Vicky? So, I never watched Benidorm, so that's hence the reason why I didn't know who Sticky Vicky was. Oh, in real life, not on the show. Oh, she was a stripper before she joined Benidorm. Gail says, Benidorm, I'm having a nightmare now. Is that going back to your niece's endo, Gail? But, yeah, and Crimson's going, oh. You see, I didn't even know who Sticky Vicky was, so, I mean, sort of, you've enlightened everybody, really. Oh, it won't let him in with iPad, baby.
What's it?
No.
He got scared.
Oh dear. So I'm just removing that. But yeah, I mean, at least you only sort of had to put up with it for the weekend, Gail. I mean, you know, it were. We see that there's the thing, Bella. We've never been to Benidorm. When we went to Spain, we went to Alcudia, and it was nice, like for family-oriented hotel. And it was nice and quiet, weren't it?
Yeah.
Stop poking me. Is this mine?
I think so.
Oh,
hang on. I'll soon tell you.
So Crimson says, "Hi, Chris."
Hello, lad.
So yeah, you know, I mean, we went sort of to a family-friendly hotel because obviously it was honeymoon and Callum were only about 8 months old, so we didn't want all noisiness and whatever. So we went to a place called Alcudia, I think.
Yes.
So it were a bit out. I found it a bit out of way though, because everywhere you went, you'd either got to get the hotel bus, even to beach. So
big go and I had to go and collect it.
So most of the time we just sort of just lounged around the pool, you know, and nearby markets and things like that. You know what I mean? But we didn't stray very far, because you've got to think about it. When you've got an 8-month-old, you know you've got to put, you know, you need nappies, you need all sorts, and then you've got to lump a buggy in an Arctic coach and whatever. So we tried not to stray very far, so it were minimal fuss. You know what I mean? So yeah, but it were a lovely hotel. You know, and weren't it first night I won that €100?
Yeah, baby, go on stage.
Yeah, we went. They were having. You should do a KFC cake for a baking video.
No, that's not good. We ate it all last night.
But yeah, they sort of had like acts on outside, you know, like a bandstand type of thing. And first night we went down, we played bingo, and I won €100, and I made Chris go up and get it off at stage for me. Hiya, Bun Buns, how are you?
Bun Buns. Hello.
Hiya, Chan Adventure. So yeah, the very first night, and it's sort of a recurring thing, because when we went to New Key, played bingo. Chris never wins; it's always me that wins. So I won €100 first night we were there.
Always one number away.
Oh, my friend made beef and gravy ice cream today, surprisingly good.
That sound very good.
I'm going to say it don't sound too appetizing, Thomas. Beef and gravy ice cream. Ooh. I mean, beef and gravy, the best on a Sunday lunch. I'm just saying. So, Wakey says, did someone say bingo? I'm sure he sits watching in background, you know.
It does.
I reckon he sits watching in background, I do. Oh dear. But yeah, Keith's sort of been in Wakey, and I put the link in, and he's out with, you know, his bingo and domino friends, and basically I put the link in, and it says, because he's on his iPad, it wouldn't let him in. He's been watching that Heston guy, and now he's got a thing for making odd food. But you see, beef and gravy and ice cream, no, it don't go together. You know what I mean? It were. Oh, Bella says she's doing her nails. What about Thomas has just said his friend made beef and gravy ice cream. So, no.
What is strawberry flavoured ice cream? And I might consider it.
I've heard of some weird concoctions, but beef and gravy. Ugh. You know what I mean?
It's on different
Yeah. It does on different plates. And they were my sentiments exactly, Wakey. I said, yeah, beef and gravy on your Sunday dinner, but not in ice cream. Ugh.
Ice cream for pudding.
Yeah. You know what I mean? No. That sort of thing don't float my boat, I've got to say.
Well, not the gravy boat.
No. Some as I say, you know, I'm a mint choc chip or raspberry ripple kind of girl, not beef and gravy ice cream now.
Yeah.
So you know, some as I say, I like my gravy on my potatoes, and that's about it. So yeah. No.
Is it a big no, Mr. Speed?
Yeah, no, I can't even imagine it, let alone imagine tasting it. It's just not natural. I mean, yeah, it's a weird flavour, but no, I just can't imagine it. Oh, raspberry ripple. You know, there's 3 flavours of ice cream I like: raspberry ripple, Neapolitan, or mint choc chip. They the 3. I had a beef burger between 2 sugar ring. I had a beef burger between 2 sugar ring donuts with jam, bacon, and peanut butter. And he says it were actually quite. Oh no!
Peanut butter, no chance. Oreo ice
I mean, if you're a woman, I'd have said, "Are you pregnant?" You know what I mean? You know, because the pregnant women have these weird sort of cravings. You know what I mean? Had you been a woman, I'd have said, you know, "Are you sure you're not pregnant?" So I like a steak pie butty now and again. Oh, it's an American thing, is it? Oh. But no.
Well, Cole's gonna have some weird concoction.
Some as I say, no. I don't have sort of expensive taste, and I don't have weird taste. I just like, you know, your plain Jane things, you know what I mean? Good old English, you know, raspberry ripple. And some as I say, I know mint choc chips a big thing in America, but you know, no. But there again, some as I say, and as a lot of people say, don't knock it till you've tried it. But take it to Nando's, Chris. Charcoal cheddar? No, I can't say I've tried that one either.
I've had a cheddar cheese.
I mean, Baz had some. What were it he had other night?
I can't remember that.
Were it chili and pineapple or something? It's some tortilla chips, and I think it was. But if Bella's listening, what flavour are them, Chris? I think it was chili and pineapple or something. I forget what he said now. But yeah, you know, I must admit, I'm not into a lot of spicy stuff. You know what I mean? I'm you know what I mean? I don't, because I have a lot of heartburn and indigestion, and you know, I have to watch what I eat and make sure it's not too spicy. I do like a nice blue. Now, it's stinky, that blue cheese is. So, yeah, same as I say, you know, I've not got weird and wonderful taste buds. You know, you know, I don't like anything too spicy. Just plain and simple will do me. I'm not going to Thomas's restaurant. I would know. would know what to have, burgers and jam or fish and custard. You know what I mean? It's not as stinky as Limburger.
What's a Limburger?
It's cheese.
Oh, is it?
Mm.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah, because he says he likes that blue cheese. Wakey did.
Oh no.
And I just said no. I says it's like stinky.
Just like good old Dairy Lee.
Just give me your red Leicester or your cheddar any day. You know, simple things. You know what I mean? I'm not a big cheese eater anyway. So, and that's one place I've never been. I've never been to a Nando's, to be quite honest with you. Some, as I say, up until a few years ago, I'd never been to a TGF. So, fish fingers and custard is a Doctor Who thing. If you had a piece of that in the fridge, your neighbours would move out. So,
no, we'll probably get some dodgy neighbours.
But some, as I say, I'm sort of your cheddar or your red Leicester, you know. But having said that, Philadelphia, you know, the cream cheese Philadelphia, they've started making it with milk chocolate. And Chris will say, "Nah, I don't know, you can eat that, but it's lovely."
No.
It's absolutely lovely.
Spoiling it.
But it's like got the cream cheese taste, but it's also got the chocolate taste as well, if you know what I mean. But I love it. And we went shopping this particular weekend, and I said, "Oh, they bought a new one out. It's Philadelphia. We milk a chocolate in it. I'll try some." And I've been hooked on it ever since. So you know, I mean, in that respect, but Chris will not have anything other than, you know, the plain normal cream cheese. You know what I mean? So yeah, but it you know, it's not got an it's like chocolate spread, but without all the calories and whatever. You know what I mean? It's you know, try it. It's, you know, it's I think it's lovely. I used to, because you see, what I used to get is, I didn't always used to buy Philadelphia, because Asda do like a cheaper version of it, let's just say. And I always, what was that I used to have with green bits in? Well, that cheese and chives.
Cheese and chives.
Yeah. So when I, you know, like when I had the weight loss surgery and everything, when I sort of started eating like proper food, I sort of went through a phase where everything had got to be, you know, this Asda cream cheese with chives in it. So, but yeah, when we're seeing this Philadelphia with this milk chocolate in it, I says, "Oh, I'm going to take one to try. If we don't like it, we haven't lost anything." I absolutely love it. I've got to take Nell for a walk. Oh, okay, then we'll probably still be live by the time you come back.
See you later, Wakey.
So yeah, you know, I mean, you know, and this is the thing. I made the Buttons cheesecake the other day, and we had some after his tea, and sort of Callum says, I mean, he is a trainee chef, so he's like the worst critic ever. And he went, "Yeah, but it's plain." I says, "Well, what do you mean it's plain?" I says, "It's got a biscuit base, it's a cheesecake, and then it's got buttons on top." And he says, "Yeah, but it ain't got no taste to it." And I says, "You know why? Because you've been spoiled, like as regards, you know, cakes I've baked, etc." But the funny thing is, yeah, I say the funny thing is, he left it, but he made sure he ate all buttons off at top first. So yeah, he thought the cheesecake were plain, but the crafty sod had eaten the buttons off at top of it before he left it. So I better not leave that Rolo one when I make it.
No. That's if I don't get there first.
That's it. So yeah, you know, I mean, Chris absolutely loves Toblerone.
Not that soft boy of yours.
But you see, the thing is, Gail is such a fussy eater. Now, and still to this day, he will not touch cheese.
Unless it's melted.
Yeah, unless it's like melted on toast. But when we lived in Great Yarmouth, we used to go to the market. She says, "Who said Nando's?" I heard that, and I wasn't in the room.
Probably Gail.
So yeah, so we used to go on the market, you know, like have a walk around market, and it, you know, there were all shops surrounding it, and they used to have these stores that, and we used to have chips and cheese. Now, funny thing is, he'll eat cheese on top of chips, but not anything else. I don't know, Brian blaming Gail. You should just make chocolate buttons. But you see, the thing, same as I say, Thomas, in his eyes, it was just playing. It was just playing. And the only good thing about it were these buttons that I put on top of it. And I says, it's a cheesecake. You know, it's supposed to be, you know, not all cheesecakes are, you know, it's blame Vicky. But yeah, you know, it's according to what Callum, you know, what Callum's sort of, it's got to have something in between it, if you know what I mean. To him, he says it was just plain. He enjoyed it, but he left it, but he made sure buttons had gone off top. So, oh, my favourite restaurant is Wagamama. I've heard of it, but I don't know what they do. What do they?
I don't think we've got one here, Chef.
I've no idea.
No idea.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what they do, you know. So yeah. But yeah, same as I say, when we lived in Yarmouth.
What is it? Wagamama?
It's all right, he's Googling it. She said food. Ha ha ha. You late, Callum? Pingu food.
Asian food and Japanese cuisine.
Oh, it's Chris has Googled it and he says it's Asian and Japanese. So that's cleared that one up for us. You've heard of Wagamama, haven't you?
What?
Bella says she likes Wagamama, and I says I've heard of it, but I don't know.
What is it?
Gail says Pingu food, so you'd had Googled in it. It's Asian and Japanese, like sushi, or you know. I mean, I don't know. I've heard of it, but I don't exactly know what it is. So, you know what I mean? So as I say, I'm hoping, because I don't know about tomorrow because football kicks off early. So, but I'm going to be doing raspberry and lemon muffins. So I'm hoping they meet with his seal of approval. So, no, yuck, raw fish. No, I that don't appeal to me either, Bella. Oh no, noodles, curries, etc. Oh. But you see, the thing is as well, is it's very, very rarely we have a takeaway, but we like Chinese, but Callum don't like it. So you've got to pick something that's...
I've never tried it. That's why.
You like sweet and sour ball things, don't you? You like them. They like chicken in batter that you dip in that sauce.
Do I?
Well, I don't know.
can't remember.
Yeah, you had it. You not had it for years and years. Over.
So yeah, so you know, if I were to say our favourite takeaway is like Chinese, but we don't order it or anything because one, we don't eat takeaway very often, and two, Callum's a funny so and so.
Leader when it comes to food.
Yeah, so yeah. We're talking, you know, and Chris is not, I mean, like only curry I can eat is like a korma. Because some as I say, anything like hot or spicy, and I get terrible heartburn. See it morning. Good morning.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, this is it, Gail. They're too expensive. Some as I say, we very rarely have one. You know, sort of like only time we'd probably have a takeaway or fish and chip shop or anything is when we're on holiday. Because when there's like three of you, they're too expensive.
That says night on.
Oh, good night, Bella.
Night, Bella.
Night, Bella.
Night, Bella.
I think she's saying night to Callum.
Yeah, I already said it.
Not for me then.
No.
Oh.
Oh, you have pizza once a month. Well, you see, this is the thing, Gail. Pizzas from supermarket are a lot cheaper, and if we have pizza, it's one that we've bought in supermarket. You know,
£1.75 for a crusty big pizza.
Yeah, but them others, them Mazda ones, is only like £1 each, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're not as nice as these.
So yeah, you know, I mean, it's if we do have pizza, it's Bella says it lasts for 10 days. Yeah, but
Quiet now.
Keith's
Stop talking about him.
Keith's back in again. I forgot what I was saying now. I forgot now. Yeah, we only have like pepperoni and 4 cheeses or whatever. Some as I say, we occasionally buy it when we go shopping, you know what I mean? But Porn daddy in the house. Oh dear.
Just imagine Keith dancing on top of the table with his skirt in there. Hooray!
Oh dear.
Oh, women shouting, oh, 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 oh.
And more often than not, Gail, is only man there. He says there's a bloke that occasionally goes, but not very often.
You getting the ladies I play dominoes, they're always forgetting things.
You're getting like the ladies I play dominoes with, they were always forgetting things. The Jazzle Master. Even Keith didn't know where it were, but Gail till I googled it last week. Yes, I was the only man there.
They're back at home now, Keith.
What were I going to say? I forgot now.
Oh.
What's that posh? You know when you. I'm trying to put it politely without sort of.
I'll be shouting on.
When you have down there shaved in a certain way, what do you call it? Oh, there's a name for it. I mean, oh, somebody tell me what it's called. You know, and they have it shaved in a certain way to, you know, at a certain angle.
Brazilian. No, that's why you have your ring put through your doodah.
Got to create 5 more YouTube channels for the ladies. They all want to follow you now. They think you're wonderful. I'm glad somebody does, Keith. Oh dear. Oh, Brazilian, that's it. That's it. That Gail knows.
I thought that was where you put a ring through you. And
No. It's called a Brazilian, and it's like shaped like a V type of thing. I mean,
let's read games and entertainment, Zin.
Okay then, Amjad. Let's stream games and entertainment. Hiya, how are you? They don't like the random lady for picking on me. Oh dear me. Oh, so Gail's in bad books, is she? Gail's right, she pays a fortune. I'm laughing what, Bella? Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. This is just how we were last week, Bella, after you left. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. And I do know what a vajazzle is. It's like when you have rhinestones and whatever now. At least I know what one of them is. Oh dear. Oh. But that's all Chris kept saying last week. Oh, heck.
I think she might have wet knickers.
Oh dear. But I mean, if you'd have been here last Friday, we absolutely laughed and laughed, and you know, it was so funny.
Mike is missing it. He's taking his doggy for a walk.
Yeah, and Amjad's going to do his premiere. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, this is why I call it Friday Funday, because last Friday I normally only go on for 2 hours, but last week we got quite a few in and we could not stop laughing.
We had CCTV user.
Yeah, CCTV user.
Wakey.
And then Wakey kept saying, it's not my fault. I didn't start it.
Not this time.
And it were like for 3 hours.
She's off. See you later, Gail.
Okay then, thanks for coming in, Gail. Yeah, for 3 hours we just laughed and laughed. You know, it's we just laughed. And that's why I call it Friday Funday, because we just, you know, we're not a drama channel. We're not, you know, we don't overly, you know, well, we don't swear. Odd one slips out and everything. But you know, if there's one thing, you can come here and have a laugh. You know what I mean? We have a right giggle.
We do.
So yeah, it's just random subjects. We don't choose the subjects before we, you know, I don't sort of choose a subject before I go live. That's why I don't go live. I swear too much. But yeah, you know, I mean, we don't sort of plan ahead and say, well, we're going to sort of talk about this topic or we're going to talk about that topic. We just play it by ear. We, you know, talk about anything that comes up, basically.
I hope George is still watching.
Oh dear.
It gets a bit risque.
I think he'd have said something. Had he been in?
Yeah.
He said hello, and that was it.
He'd be saying, "Hey, Dad, come and look at this." What are these lot are chatting about?
Oh dear. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's. I can't stop laughing about that. What Keith says, I've got to create 5 channels now because they all want to follow you.
Don't bang it up on Gail.
Oh dear.
Gail's gonna have a load of Domino's pelted at her. Some of the ladies want to see you go live now.
Yeah, I've seen that one where he was skinny dipping into waterfall. So I think he ought to. So yeah. I mean, how many seen that picture? You couldn't see out only his bum. So yeah, it was strategically placed with his back to camera, so you could only see his buttocks. He's laughing. So it were full on nudity, but front back. So she was very disappointed. Oh, I've got to have something to brighten my day up, haven't I? Oh dear. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, but this is the thing. If you're not afraid to do that, hats off to you. You know what I mean? It's. I don't think Chris would do out like that.
No chance.
But good on you. That's all I can say. So. Did he have his head and shoulders with him?
People what head and shoulders are. They're like, oh.
What's he talking about? What's head and shoulders?
Shampoo. No.
Yeah, but when you're in them sort of conditions and you're out in the wilderness, you go home natural. You just wet it and wash and go sort of thing. So, you know what I mean? What, no soap either? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. But but you think shampoo and soap are gonna the water, aren't they? Contaminate the water. So you can't really sort of wash your hair with shampoo or wash in soap because it's going to contaminate the water. So get a big bucket. Oh dear. But yeah, there's not a lot of people out there, can do that sort of thing, Thomas. And so, as I say, I take my hat off to you. Nearly drunk my coffee now.
Oh, it took you an hour.
Only.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, being in the great outdoors and, back to nature, let's just say. Not that I do it myself. I like my cozy comforts, you know what I mean? I'd never go camping, not in a million years. I'd get down in a sleeping bag and that bit last you'd see of me, because I won't be able to get back up. So yeah, I like my own comforts, a bed, somewhere where I'm not going to get wet, or have a nice comfy night, and all the comforts of home, let's just say. Oh, there's one of them midges flying about. It just flew in front of the screen.
It's coming for you.
I tell you, you've had door open. Yeah, right. Me and Jeanette are going to try abseiling. No. If it's more than 2 foot off at ground, Bella, answers no. Yeah, you know what I'm like with heights. I go up a ladder and after the second rung, that's it. I'm done. So yeah. I mean, I'd be no good like, you know, painter and decorator or hanging curtains and things like that because I couldn't go up ladder. Hiya, Richard, how are you?
Is that drizzle, man?
Yes.
I do drizzle.
But yeah, you know, nothing else phases me out. The only thing, oh, pardon me, that's that coffee. The only thing that phases me out is I don't like heights. I don't do heights whatsoever. I went up Blackpool Tower once and I was like clinging on for dear life. I mean, even when I worked in this factory, they did a fire drill, and because the fire escape were down the side, and it were like open stairs, and I was lasting down because I were petrified. I were clinging on for dear life. You know, it's just, I don't know, it's just a phobia I've got. I don't like heights. So, you know, and it's like when we lived in Great Yarmouth, they were like a shortcut, and it were a bridge going over like road underneath. And I think I only ever went over it once, and I ran across it. And after that, I'd walk round rather than go over this little bridge. It was quicker going over this bridge. But I was so scared because the fact that there were cars and everything going underneath, and you could see cars, and I sort of just looked straight ahead, and I like literally run across it. And then after that, it scared me that much. And I says, right, bugger this. In future, I'm going to walk round rather than going over this bridge. So, yeah, you know, that's the only phobia I've got, and it's heights. I'm terrible with heights. You know, and it's like when we went to Isle of Wight, they went up in a windmill, and they were both sort of like waving out at window, and I'm going, oh, even like looking up at them, waving out this window. And, you know, I were having heebie-jeebies just looking up at them. So, you know, it's just a fear of heights, that's all, you know what I mean? So I'd be no good, like, you know, if somebody wanted me to do a charity, you know, jumping out of a plane and whatever, I'd be no good at all. Absolutely no good at all. Yeah. Same as Chris's, unless it hadn't took off. So yeah. Well, you see, the thing is as well, I mean, like, about 3 Christmases ago, Chris had said to me he'd always wanted to go on a helicopter ride. And he says, well, why don't we all go? And I went, no way. No way. You're not going to get me up in a helicopter. I ain't going nowhere in a helicopter. So Chris went on his own.
Well, that helicopter.
And you see, he'd always said he wanted to go on a helicopter ride, so I actually bought him a helicopter ride for Christmas. I think it was about 3-4 years ago, weren't it?
Yeah, that was awesome.
So, you know, when he says, oh, if I ever get chance, I'm going to, you know, do it again, because you can get, I think it was a 6-minute flight, weren't it?
Yeah, better weather though.
Yeah. Same as he says, if I ever do it again, I'm going to go up in air for longer, because you can like get 10-minute ones, 15-minute ones, and obviously they're more expensive. You know, and same as he says, this one for 6 minutes, it were over too soon. And he absolutely, and you know, but that day that he went, it were in all, weren't it?
Mm.
It were absolutely chucking it down that day, and sort of we envisaged getting there and saying, well, look, sorry, because of the weather, all flights has been cancelled. But there were a little bit of a break in weather, and he did manage to get up, and he had a picture took of him sat at the side of the pilot. So you know, we always said if I get the chance, I'd love to do it again. So that sort of give me an idea for your 50th. So there you go. So yeah, here first I might actually invest in getting him a helicopter ride for his 50th, which is a few years away yet. So I've got time to save up. So what, an helicopter?
Yeah. We'll park it in his idiot space.
Yeah,
Can't get his car in.
if we win lotto, you can buy an helicopter.
Yeah.
I'll let you. Right,
Somebody donate 200,000 in super
I shan't be going up in it. I'll tell you that for now. So yeah, you know, I mean, it's a few years away, a couple of years away now till his 50th. But I might sort of treat him for his 50th for that. Buy him another helicopter ride. So, same as I say, I think the one that I bought you were about $39.99, weren't it?
Yeah,
but it were only like 6 minutes. So it'd like one a bit longer this time, you know. Oh, Bella says she's been in an helicopter. Okay then, Thomas. See you later. Thank you for coming in.
See you later, Thomas lad.
But yeah, Chris, same as Chris says, he says it's an awesome experience going in an helicopter. But it's not something I'd want to do. So
you know, Bella? You went in an helicopter.
Yeah, Carla says she has too as well.
Oh yeah. Cool.
So
Awesome, innit?
Oh dear. That's a good one, Bella. Yeah.
I'll let you have that one, Bella.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, same as I say, didn't you put it up on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think somewhere in the archives, Chris has got it on his YouTube channel, because I filmed it all, you know, in waiting in line and getting in the helicopter and taking off. And it's all right. We're just talking about helicopter rides and everything now, Amjad. In a few years' time, Chris is going to be 50, and I bought him one like probably 3 or 4 Christmases ago, because he said he'd always wanted to go in a helicopter. So I bought him one, and he thoroughly enjoyed it. It were sort of not local, but you know what I mean. He always said he wanted to do it again. So it gave me an idea to treat him for his 50th when he's 50. So you know, it's sort of you know, I had a brainwave and said I could probably treat him. It's not for a couple of years yet, so I could stash a few pennies away here, there, and you know, treat him again. So I think we had to hire a car that day, didn't we, as well?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we didn't trust even that one with that.
Yeah, that Renault one that were on its last legs.
Bag of rubbish.
That yeah, because it were not long after my mum had died, weren't it?
Yeah.
So it's like going on 3 years, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so that'll be an idea for his special birthday to treat him to an helicopter ride.
I feel like Magnum PI.
But
every Friday.
He does a premiere every Friday.
Gotta be every Thursday now. I'm joking, fella.
So yeah, you know, I mean, is there anything that somebody's always wanted to do like that? You know, I mean, same as I say, Chris has
I waited for Karate John to say, yeah, punch Mr. P in the face.
Chris has always wanted to go flying in a helicopter as
No, I'm not saying you hit the hole.
you know what I mean. I've always wanted to go on a cruise.
You've been up on to Isle of Wight.
Yeah, not on a ferry, on a proper cruise ship. You know, that's one of the things I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go on a cruise. So is there anything that anybody else that they've always wanted to do but not got round to it or can't afford it, or what's that
Yeah, this is PM on the look. What's it on? What's it on?
it's put a link in.
We put a link here. What's the link? Okay, what's the link?
Oh, I've got
Helicopter ride VR 360 video. Ooh.
oh, it's helicopter ride, is it? 21,000 views.
5th of January. This year. Oh, it's one of the virtual jobs.
Oh yeah, it's like a virtual thing, yeah.
It's not like the real thing, no, Karate.
Rebecca's going on a cruise for her honeymoon.
Ooh.
And Keith's always wanted to do an Alaska cruise. We see, I'm not really fussed where I go. It's just the experience of going on a cruise. Karate Joe wants real fish and chips.
No, I'll have to come over here then.
So, you know, that some as I say, that's something I don't know why I've always wanted to do, you know, wanted to go on a cruise. So, oh, sorry. I want to go on a holiday with that Gail. Well, this is it. I mean, this is all the trappings of being single, Keith. You know, she can get about a bit, can't she? So, you know, but same as us, unless we win lottery, I mean, I'll never get to go on a cruise. So, it's just the whole experience. You know, you've got everything. You've got the bars, you've got the restaurants. It's everything, but it's on a, you know, a cruise, and you're stopping at different, you know, destinations, and you're seeing like different parts of the world. So, you know, it's just the whole experience for me, going different places, the experience of actually going on a cruise. Oh, keep yawning.
No, yawning allowed.
I know, I can't help it. But you know what I mean? It's like I don't care whether I go on a you know, a cold cruise, you know, like to Norway and places like that. You know, I don't care where I go. It's just the experience of actually going on a cruise and the places that you go, you know, that you go to see.
Right.
Well, that's it, Bella. Never say never. You never know what's around the corner. Well, you see, this is it. But you know, I want to. Oh, it's not yawning. But yeah, you know, I mean, sort of when this, you know, I'll probably be old and grey by the time but you know, I mean, it's I mean, you're talking about above £1,000 a piece, you know what I mean? You know, they don't come cheap, these cruises. So can you do me a favour, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Can you just get me some toilet paper? My nose is running.
No.
Please.
Does it last nicely?
Abjas says G Slater versus Jeanette Pickering, sausage surprise versus Jeanette's cake. Who will win? And he's put Jeanette's cakes win. Jean runs away in tears. Just start selling your cakes. Actually, Dennis left a comment. He says, "Oh, you'll be opening your shop, a shop soon, Jeanette." And I went, "It's too much hassle. You know, you've got the demand for the cakes and whatever. You know, I probably just I won't be able to keep up with it. You know what I mean?"
Then you'll have to get your food hygiene certificates.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's like you've got to be baking non-stop. You know, you know what I mean? It's yeah. I have sort of considered like doing like car boots and things like that. You know, I did consider, you know, but it's, you know, you'd have to look into it, and you know what I mean. And you know, do you still have to have a food hygiene certificate if you're just selling them on a car boot sale, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I don't have to work again.
It's you know what it entails and whatever, you know what I mean. I mean, it'd be nice to make a bit of extra money, but you know, it's you know, do you still have to have your food hygiene? Do you have to have a license?
Declare it all.
Yeah.
Job centre.
You know what I mean? It's sort of, it's a lot of what, you know. I can't stop yawning there. So you know, I mean, it'd be nice, you know what I mean? But it's I mean, I look at it this way, Keith, as well. It's I just do it for fun, you know what I mean? And I just do it, yeah, I do it on my YouTube channel, but I don't do it for any particular reason other than that I love to bake. And same as I've said a lot of the time, I like to think that, like Amjad said earlier on, is going to have a go at making the Buttons cheesecake. I always got a candle burning. But yeah, you know what I mean? That's the reason why I do the baking vlogs on my channel. You know, if it just inspires one person, you know what I mean, then I've done my job, you know. I've done my job, you know, as regards what my channel's all about. Yeah, I do live streams, but how can I put it? A lot of the channels out there don't actually create anything. If it okay, then Bella, well, try and have a good night. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of channels that don't actually create anything. But the same can't be said about mine, because I'm sharing my baking knowledge, me, you know, and everything with everybody. So, you know, I'm creating. So, you know, but you know, I mean, these, you know, these channels that don't create anything. Pardon me. Not that I'm sort of dissing them for not creating anything, but I can put my hand on my heart and saying that I am actually a creator, because I'm creating cakes, and you know what I mean? I'm actually creating something. So, so yeah, you know what I mean? It's, how can I put it? I don't want to, how can I put it? I don't want to be famous. I don't want, to have millions of subscribers. I just do it because I enjoy doing it. And that's the whole point of doing YouTube. You know what I mean? That you've got a lot of like channels that they're not getting the views. They're not too late. Drizzle is worldwide. But you've got a lot of channels that create drama, create friction, and it's all so they get the views and they get the subscribers. And I've always said I'll never do either. I'll never create drama just in the name of getting more subscribers or more viewers. That's not who I am, and it's not what I do. The fact of the matter is that I come here Monday, Wednesday and Friday because I enjoy interacting with people. I like having a laugh with people. I enjoy what I'm doing. And when you're not enjoying it, then it's about time to pack it in if you're not enjoying it. So yeah, I mean, that's sort of just my little like mini rant, you know what I mean? You've got to enjoy what you're doing, or otherwise it's not worth doing it. And if I'm not well, I sort of don't push myself to yeah, exactly. It's a case of if I'm not well enough to go live, I won't go live. I'm not going to push myself and make myself even iller by pushing myself because the views are important, or you know what I mean. It's just not worth it. At the end of the day, I'm not going to be one of these big YouTubers with millions of subscribers and earn millions from it. I just do it because I enjoy doing it. When it's not yet. And I enjoy what I create. I enjoy the diversity of all these different things, that I do make. You know what I mean? It's but yeah, I mean that's good advice from Chris. Never get stressed out about YouTube because it's not worth it. And I could put my hand on my heart. Where's my heart? I could put my hand on my heart and say, if it weren't for YouTube, and I'm sort of just saying that, Carla, I was just sort of getting onto that subject. If it weren't for YouTube, I wouldn't have met the wonderful people that I have met, such as yourself, Keith, Ian, Bella. You know what I mean? And a lot of other people. I wouldn't necessarily have met them if it wasn't for YouTube. And it's like, same as I've often said, it's like sitting here and you like having a video phone call with your friends. Yeah, you're not, I'm talking into a camera, but I feel like I'm, it feels like, you're sitting having a conversation with your friends. Oh, I hate to admit that I do indeed get stressed out by YouTube. But you see, this is it, Carla. I mean, it's not worth stressing yourself out about. I mean, it's like, you hear people saying, oh, well, I've had so many thumbs down. I've had this, that and other. It don't bother me in the slightest. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not worth it at the end of the day. It's not worth making yourself feel over. It's not worth stressing out about. You've got people saying, oh, well, somebody's calling me or somebody's doing this and they're calling me out. And all, I'll just let it go over my head. If anybody says anything about me, all I'll say is, if you ain't got the balls to say it to my face, then don't say it at all. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. I don't care. And I've often said this. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. You know, I am who I am. I'm not changing for anybody. I'm not being somebody that I'm not. I'm straight John Ball. I say it as I see it, and I don't put no airs and graces on. I'm just me being me and sharing my baking knowledge with everybody. Hope Liverpool win tomorrow now, Chris.
I'm waiting for someone.
But it's and as for these people saying, well, because somebody comes into your live streams all the time and this, that, and other, you don't actually know that person. But we've met up with Keith.
Unfortunately.
We've met up with aerial viewers. We've met Dennis. We've met Bella.
Definitely, unfortunately.
But we have got to know these people on a personal level. Now they always say, you can't call them your friend, but we can call them as friends because we've met them personally. And it's same as I said about 5 minutes ago. If it weren't for YouTube, then we wouldn't have met. If it weren't for YouTube, we wouldn't have met such lovely people.
I hope you don't get to see much.
So
We all Funday said that.
it's only because of playing Liverpool tomorrow. But yeah, you know what I mean. Keith will agree with me. It's not worth stressing yourself out about it, Carla. It's only a small proportion of your life. YouTube only has, like, let's say 2 hours a night, 3 days a week. And then sort of the vlogs in between. But the rest of the time, you're living your life. And it's, wait, is this a dream? You know what I mean? We've all got his lives to lead outside of YouTube. And let's face it, everybody's got a life outside of YouTube. YouTube is only just a proportion. What, betting with money you ain't got? Oh dear.
Oh, I ain't got it with that has.
Well, you're not betting with my money. But yeah, you know what I mean? We sit here having a laugh. We sit here having fun and everything. But in 10 minutes time, I'll be closing the camera off. I'll be stretching out in front of television, get back to my normal life, if you know what I mean.
Normal?
You would not think that with some channels.
You
know what I mean? It depends on the way you look at it, Keith. Same as I've just said to Carla, it's not worth stressing about YouTube. I couldn't give a monkeys about likes or dislikes or whether anybody likes it or not, or whether anybody likes me, for instance. You know what I mean? I couldn't give a rat's ass about it. You know what I mean? I'm purely here to talk to my friends, to have a laugh with my friends, and that's what it's. I will buy you a drink next time you are over if they get one over on Liverpool. There you go. You've got it there in black and white. Whiskey bottle off. No, it means half a lager and a packet of crisps. Yeah, I was going to say a pint of lager and a bag of crisps.
That's a TV show.
I know, that's why I said it. Oh, Gordon Bennett.
I get extreme anxiety before I film, and it fills me with the dread. That and time management are my biggest stress factors with it.
Well, you see, this is the thing, Carla. I do my vlogs when I've got time to do them. You know what I mean? Because obviously Pixie films them for me. And when I first started YouTube, I just used to sit and say, well, I got Chris off to work, I got Callum off to school. And there's the thing, Keith, while I think about it, go and have a look at
My busy day.
My busy day. And I could not believe it when I was scrolling through me over, you know, when I was doing the thumbnails and everything. I looked at my busy day and I've had over 1K views on that.
That's
And
what
I nearly fell off at sofa. And it was like an 8-minute vlog of me just sitting here waffling and saying, I got Chris off to work and Callum off to school. Tell you, I nearly fell off the sofa. And it says the last time I looked, it was 1,026. I nearly fainted, honestly. I nearly fainted.
That's when she had long hair.
Yeah. Yeah. When I got the long black hair. Tell you, I almost fell off at sofa and I nearly fainted. I couldn't believe it. Because the last time you checked, it was 700 and something, weren't it? Yeah, Carla, I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it. And it, same as I say, it was like in middle of the night when I come down and I've been doing these, like, you know, like all my old baking vlogs. I've gone and redone a lot of the thumbnails. And I was talking to Keith about this. You know, I've gone and sort of, now I know how to do the thumbnails and everything.
It's got 2K. No, sorry, 1K.
Yeah, I know it was
1,038.
Well, it was 1,026 when it's gone up even more. Chris says it's on 1,038 now. So from me checking other day, it's still gone up 12. And believe you me, it's nothing special. It's me waffling on for 8 minutes talking about what I've been doing during the day.
It's Karate Joe that's just staring at the screen, pressing replay.
I'm going to say keep replaying it. But yeah, you know, and I says to Chris, I says, well, who'd have thunk it? You know what I mean? I could, honestly, and I'm being serious here. I just couldn't believe it. I thought I was seeing things. You know, I thought I was actually seeing things. I thought, surely they've got that wrong. You know what I mean? Over 1K views on it.
The next one, over a year ago, your next highest is 473 views. Malteser chocolate cake.
Yeah, I think that was, I got
473.
Oh, yeah. Well, same as I say. But yeah. And you know me, I'm as humble as they come, and I was absolutely flabbergasted. Honestly. I were absolutely flabbergasted. I think, well, why has that done so well? You know, why are people interested? You know what I mean? You sort of sit there scratching your head thinking, now what do people find interesting about that? You sort of is at a loss, thinking, you know, if that were me, sort of after the first 2-3 minutes, I'd have turned off, if you know what I mean. Because it's nothing special, and it's just me waffling on about what I've been doing during the day. But that's how I started my YouTube channel off, where I'd put the camera on. I didn't actually go live for quite a while. And it was just me sat in front of the camera saying, well, I've been doing this and I've been doing that and I've been doing other. But it gave me the confidence that I've got now as regards doing live streams and sat here talking away to you lot. So, you know what I mean? But this is the thing, Carla. The job that you do, you would think you'd be used to being in front of the cameras because Carla's a reporter. So you would think that, you know, you'd be used to doing that by now. I mean, if that were me and I were a news reporter, I'd be and oohing and ahhing because I don't know what to say, you know what I mean? And that's how I were in the very early days. I'd get really like flummoxed as what to say because I weren't used to sitting in front of the camera and just talking into a camera, if you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, you know, it's knowing what to say and what to say to people. And I'd be, same as I say, I'd be no good as a reporter because I wouldn't know what to say. Yeah, I know you have the auto cue and it's there in front on you, and more often than not, it tells you what you've got to say. But I've noticed as well, like now we've started using the green screen as well. And Chris sort of puts the Osmo Pocket on the tripod. I'm always looking across at Chris to know when to start. And like the last one I did, he played it back to me. And all I were doing, I were like this, watching Chris, rather than sort of, you know, looking straight ahead and looking straight into camera.
I was saying, look at the camera.
Yeah.
Watch my finger.
Yeah. And you've got the Chris in background saying, just look straight at camera. Don't look at me. Just look in the camera. And that's Ian.
Man in the shed.
I don't wear a nightie, I wear pajamas. He says, I only come on at this time because I thought you'd be in your nightie. No, I can't be doing with nighties. It's pajamas all the way. Well, you see this. That's what I can't understand about it, Carly. She says the funny thing is I don't get nervous or anxious when doing my job on camera, but it's only the same scenario as, you know, you're doing a vlog, or you know what I mean. Okay then, Amjad, thank you for coming in, and good night, man in the shed. Ian, you missed out again. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's going back to what Carla said. I mean, that a job, and she don't get nervous and anxious when she's doing a job. You know, it's really strange, that one. You mean you know you can't explain that one. You know, same as I say, I mean it. Oh, I've got an itchy eye. I still get like tongue tie because Chris edits my vlogs and everything for me. But I say that many times, he has to edit it out because I'm saying a lot, and that is my nervousness coming through. Even though I'm sort of under the new vlog, you know, set out that we've got, I'm only on the camera saying, you know, today I'm going to be making and the ingredients you will need, but it's still. I'm still nervous. You have a bed in your shed now. And when he ran Hazy's the other night, he got his dressing gown on. So yeah, you know what I mean. It's I still get nervous, even though I'm not actually on the camera, but I get tongue tied, and I tend to say a lot. And before that, what were it? Right. I used to say right a lot.
Oh,
you know.
that did my nutty, that.
It used to drive Chris round the twist.
Right, chop your
Yeah.
sausages up.
Yeah, right. And so I've gone from saying right a lot to now I say a lot. So I've sort of got to be conscious of what I'm saying and try, you know, the same as Chris says, all you've got to say is, you know, grease and line your tin. You do this, you do that, and no erming in between, you know what I mean? Read. But it's just a nervous thing when you're not used to, let's say, being in front of camera. And that just shows with the vlogs that, you know, when you're saying or right a lot, that, you know, it just shows you're nervous. Some people are naturals in front of the camera. I'm not a natural by any, you know, by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not a natural in front of the camera. So, because not that it bothers me or anything, but I'm always conscious about what people think of me, if you know what I mean. I'm conscious about what people think of me, you know, because I'm a big woman, because of my age and this, that and the other. It don't bother me, but you do get a bit conscious about being in front of camera. But you could be au naturel in front of the camera. I don't think anybody wants to see that, Ian. You know, I don't think anybody wants to see that. Yeah, but you get to see it every day, don't you?
I know, but then I can record it then. We have
At least nobody gets on at you about your wallpaper. But yeah, you know what I mean? Not that I'm ashamed of my body or ashamed of my appearance. It's just that I'm very conscious about it. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, it's you just get conscious about. I worry about what people think of me. You know, whether they sort of say, "No, God," you know, a fat lardy lump sitting in front of a camera. You know what I mean? She's not funny. She's not this and she's not that. You know what I mean? I care about what people think about me. Okay then, Keith. I'll not be going on for much longer because, as I say, I've been yawning my head off earlier on. So yeah, I'll not be going on for much longer. But yeah, but I do care about what people think about me. Thank you, Keith. But yeah, you know, I do worry about these things. What's people's perception of me? What people think of me? And it does.
Legs on legs.
I don't know about legs. My legs is knocked. Probably sex on sticks. Oh dear. Keith's going us laughing again. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's but you see, Keith can say that sort of thing and get away with it because we know Keith is a good friend, you know what I mean? And it's you know what I mean? But I do worry about what people think of me. You know, and you know, this is the thing. I'm surprised I had sort of more negative comments on my baking vlogs. You know, there's no wonder you're fat because, you know, you're baking all these cakes and you know what I mean? My missus wants to know why I'm laughing. Tell her it's Keith's fault. Tell her it's Mr. Eagle VP's fault. But yeah, you know what I mean. And anybody will tell you I'm a good friend to everybody that I know, you know, and I always say, you know, if you've got a problem, just message me. I'm not saying the advice I'll give you. It's creeping now. Says Chris is a very lucky man to have such a wonderful woman. But you know what I mean? It's you know, I'm surprised that I haven't had a lot more negative comments. You know, there's no wonder you're fat because of all these cakes you're making and blah, blah. You know what I mean? But I am, because people that watch my baking vlogs truly enjoy watching them. He wants some more drizzle. Or 7-Up pancake.
Yeah.
Who mentioned drizzle? Oh dear. That's a good idea. Oh, she'd probably get up in the morning and say, well, I felt Earth move. Did it move for you as well? Oh dear. Oh dear. That's just my mind. That is the way my mind works, you know. I felt Earth move last night. No, it was me just laughing at Jeanette's live stream. Oh dear.
You know what red tube is.
What is red tube anyway? Honestly.
It's naughty tube.
Oh yeah. Oh no. You see, I'm all sweet and innocent. Me, I didn't even know what red tube was.
No, I know why you come down in middle of the night pretending not to know what red tube is.
So you know, I mean, it was like last week. Keith got on about designer vaginas, and I had to Google it because I didn't know what it were. So.
Oh my. Oh, shaking in bed.
No, don't know what it is. I'm all sweet and innocent. That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
he's sweet and innocent. But yeah, you know, I mean, not that I've led a sheltered life, but now we know. Old, oh, in that case, grannyplanet.com. But yeah, I mean, if I want to know anything, I Google it. That's how I get my information. I mean, like when Keith mentioned this designer vagina last week, I was saying, well, what's a designer vagina, Keith? And he says, I don't know. So I ended up Googling it. So, but the posh name for it, Ian, is vagina rejuvenation. So just Google a designer vagina, same as I did. So yeah, you know, some as I say, I might be 57 years old, but I'm sort of not wise to the world, and I've led a sheltered life. So you know, I wonder if it's on YouTube. What, designer vaginas? If I catch you looking, I'll know what you're looking at.
I'll look now.
I'm going to see. Let me check. Oh dear. But just so it's clear, I'll not be having one anytime soon. So Chris is just checking on YouTube, see whether this subject matter is on YouTube. Well, you never know. There's everything else and Bar Kitchen Sink on YouTube. So it won't surprise me if they ain't got that on YouTube. Oh,
what? Elaborate plastic surgery for designer vagina. Oh, crikey, that's a strange thumbnail.
Google is dangerous. I wanted a part for my Black and Decker, and don't say don't type in thatting. Don't type that in.
So type in perfect vagina surgery with Beverly Hills female plastic and have a look at the thumbnail.
I don't think I want to, thank you very much.
I'm surprised it's not been took down.
Did you hear that, everybody? What Pixie's just said? Type in Beverly Hills, what?
Perfect vagina surgery with Beverly Hills female plastic.
So if you heard that,
Or shall I just copy and paste?
no, you'll get me kicked off YouTube putting that link in chat. Well, just type in designer vagina if you want to know where it is. But we did he say we had that one last week, and people get saying, for God's sake, don't type in blue waffle.
No. Oh, would it? Give me that.
Yeah,
thing,
you looked at it, and yeah, Chris took the bait, and he looked at it, but yeah, I forgot what I'm going to say now.
The waffles just waffle the mind.
But yeah, some as they say, you know, I led a sheltered life. Well, this is no word of a lie, and I'm going to tell you a story now. And Chris has heard this tons of times. I think I'm about 16. I was 16, and I'd met this lad. So he says to me, he says, do you want me to walk you home? So I says, yeah, you can do. So we got to end of our street, and I says, well, we better not go any further, because if my dad sees me with a lad, he'll kill me. So anyway, we stood up corner at the street, and we're having a crafty snog. Who should come right corner in car with me old fella and my dad? In that case, don't type in monkey and the frog. So anyway, we're stood snogging on corner at the street, and who should come right corner with me dad? Well, it pulled up, got out, and he went, you down that street into us. So I had my marching orders. I went walking off, and he was stood talking to this fella, and I don't know to this day what he said to him, but safe to say I never seen him again. So my dad must have warned him off and whatever. I still don't know to this day what he'd said to him, but I never seen him again. So Keith says, well, worth the look.
What? I'm not biting for it.
But yeah, that's how strict my parents were. Well, my dad especially. And I was 16 at this. But yeah, I thought, well, it's just my luck. I'm stood on end of the street snogging this lad, and he should come right corner with my dad. So, we're talking 40 odd year ago, Ian. I can't remember that far. I can't remember yesterday, let alone that far back.
I bet she did.
So yeah. So that's how strict my dad were. And then I can remember that my ex-husband, when I was courting him or going out with him, he run a disco. And this particular night, we broke down because he used to rely on somebody else to, take his equipment to wherever we were doing these discos at. And we broke down this particular night, and I told my dad I was going to be in at 11 o'clock, and it was like gone 12 o'clock. So they dropped me off, and the minute I got out of the car, my dad must have been waiting for me, and he grabbed me with scruff at neck, and he says, in that house, he says, I'll deal with you later. Yeah. And he gave him this bloke, and boyfriend at the time, a right dressing down because I'd got back an hour late. Lol, wife still thinks I'm on ex-hamster. But yeah, that's how strict my parents were. Because I were an hour late, my dad went ballistic. You know, and he just didn't go ballistic at me. He went ballistic at my boyfriend and all. So that's, you know, that's our strict, my dad were. So, well, it's getting on for 11:15. I says I weren't going to do a 3-hour live stream again this week. So you'll be able to settle down and go to sleep now, Ian. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. And you know, I enjoy these streams.
Yeah, it can stop shaking in the bed.
Yeah. You know, I much enjoy it. I class everybody as my friend. So I do enjoy these get-togethers, and I'll see you on Monday. So thank you for coming in. Bye.
Bye. My wife still thinks I'm on.